Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, this Dark Legion build with the topic. On today's video I will cover multiple things. First of all, the previous update, the latest update we had is an absolute trash in my opinion. I'm definitely agreeing with the community. I just want to show you furthermore why I think that and what they could have done to make it so much better. The second part of the video will be summoning for Riddler. Super excited about that. We're gonna go over 250 summons today, and then probably we're gonna do even more summons in future. I definitely want to get Riddler. He's a top tier for Arkham most wanted team, and yeah, I cannot wait to summon. We can use even times 50 draws now, okay? And as well, on my server at least, we have here a Joker rerun, and they changed a little bit the art and everything else, as you can see. Bam! Okay, this looks really cool. I always like the art in this game. As well, guys, I want to show you briefly a few comments. It will be a community reaction for the previous update, just so you can see as well what community thinks. And yeah, people are not happy currently with this game, unfortunately. So now when you go in coordinated assault, we are using the intel points so we can grind that part. I don't understand why they didn't put cash. Okay, I know that we're gonna get now more rewards with this and everything else, but still, I want to use my intel points for something else. Okay, I truly want to use it to grind the materials and everything else. Plus, they could have put the cash. That would be the best solution. Put the cash dollar as a material that we can use to do the coordinated assaults, and I believe that would solve literally everything. Okay, because we already have so much dollar in this game, so too much dollar that we won't use. So that would be a nice way if they done it like this, but they choose to use intel points for the coordinated assault. I really don't like it personally. They could have done a much better job, and once again they're making the game worse with this update, and they done this in so many previous updates. That's absolutely insane. I'm not sure what developers are thinking. I'm super confused. I want this game to be, I want that this game prospers. I want that this game goes up into the in the rankings and everything else, but that currently is not happening. Everything is going down. Less and less players are interested in this game, unfortunately. Even me personally, I didn't play every single day. I honestly even skipped a few days, especially for the holiday and everything else. So yeah, RIP to that. Let me show you now the comments from my community who is watching me relate to that previous intel points update. I think developers hit their head somewhere, or they have issues with the game owners. How much delusional can you be to make this kind of update? I was holding out hope for one good update to get hyped about. I'm quitting after this. It was really nice enjoying a game alongside you. I'll probably give my league members a couple of more weeks where I attend events while they get a replacement, and I'm done for. Thanks for all great and biased videos you made. No problemo. I think it's finally time I quit the game. Each update is a chip at my will to play. At this point, I'm glad you got me into Bleach Soul Resonance, because this has been a rough ride for a while now. I'm very curious to know how it is legal to sell us a character we paid for said character, then they nerf that character. It is no longer what we paid for. They sell you a Ferrari in Wonder Woman Death Metal, and now she's performing more like Honda Civic. Seems very shady to me. Really? They nerfed Wonder Woman Death Metal? Jesus. I don't even know about that. By the way, Supergirl coming next to Swamp. For me, it's the Riddler and Joker rerun. Who is coming next to Swamp Thing? Okay, I gave you the answer. This is getting ridiculous. There was not a single good update since that Metal Wonder Woman. This was the final straw for me. I enjoyed the ride, but it's clear these developers either don't actually play their own game, or the corporate greed has finally overtaken any focus on creating real entertainment. I don't understand how they come up with these updates. They seem to think these updates are better and will give us more stuff, but they fail to ever give us any proper warning or information on what is coming. And when it does finally come out, it does not feel better in any form at all. Then they try to explain how it is better, and even if some people will get more rewards, it's usually always only for the most hardcore of leaks, and requires a lot of time and effort to actually get to the level of rewards for this game. Some of us don't want to be in a mega competitive league and just want to collect heroes and teams we want. I agree. When I see the highest league in my server, I don't understand how the update is better and debate quitting. I don't understand how the update is better and debate quitting the game. Then you already failed at your job of communication with improvements, and then they just have to do more damage control, and the people are already angry. I haven't even maxed out the anti-crime network. Am I supposed to do this first before using intel on Dark Legion? This just seems like updates for very endgame players and competitive leagues, and the rest of us are screwed. I agree. Their whole focus is, in my opinion, for the whales. And not even like little whales, but like huge whales. I have quit the game right after midnight, tried to hang on, was on the one of the greatest leagues and coolest servers, really had a good time with everyone, but then the last straw came. Ever since October last year, they downgraded the game and they went south with every single one of the updates. I agree. Also remember how they promised new storyline missions and other stuff coming for the end of the year, October, November especially. Well, they did not deliver anything noteworthy, and they left everyone disappointed. With every new improvement, they restricted the gameplay more and more. They favored a small part of pay-to-win players, whales and above, which are not many more since they started to quit and migrate too. For the next 6 months, they will have to focus on undoing the role of Intel Points payment system somehow. Best option at this point, if they choose to keep it, is to give everyone at least 200 to 300 points daily. Improve the free-to-play mechanics and the actual gaming technical conditions. Games started to crash again in the last month. Heroes that have 0 stamina, if you try to change them, they suddenly 40% stamina and so on. Release some PvE materials related to the main storyline, not those temporary pay-to-win afflicted events. New team training chambers, Teen Titans, Birds of Prey, Suicide Squad are just a few that can be done real fast. Give the Darkest Timeline a second wind and merge servers again. Otherwise, we can consider that the game reached its mature era, and it will reach a standstill by the end of July, and it's down the hill from there. I don't know why everybody's so upset about this upgrade. When you do Dark Legion, you get more materials than the old way of doing things in Crime Network. That's what I've been seeing and leveling up faster than I had been previously. Long story short, they should have put cash, dollar, as a stamina for the Dark Legion. End of story, in my opinion. It would be the perfect solution. Everyone would be happy. But like this, they're just complicating things and they're not doing what they should do. People are losing interest and I'm super, super sad about that. But anyways, let me now have fun and summon for Riddler. I love summoning in this game. I like trying out the characters in this game. Events are so-so these days and everything else is just so-so. I don't have a big motivation to play this game nor make content like before. But in this type of cases, I definitely want to do more content like summons. So let's go. I can do now 50. Now, should you do 50? Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Okay. I got 2. This is how it looks like now. 2 faces. Jesus. Okay. Let's do another. It's a mythic. Here it is. Riddler pulled. Did I maybe got more copies, please?
Blueprints are like a riddle. One I can solve.
Nice, I'll take this. We got another one. Ooh, and the legacy piece. Nice, nice. Let me do now the regular multi-summons, honestly. I believe they're more like exciting and more dramatic. Oh, it's a mythic. 2-face again. Jesus, okay. We pulled like 4 mythics and now this. Can I get more Riddlers, please? 1 to 2 at least on this video. I really want the best for this game, but I'm losing hope, to be honest. They have to change the direction and they need to do what they promised, the new storyline and all of that. What is happening? Like everything what we want, they just don't want to deliver. The Darkest Timeline, they don't want to update it. They don't want to give us the new storylines. They don't want to give us like bosses, co-op, nothing, bro. They just doing their own stuff and not listening. And yeah, the game will fall because of that. I experienced that many times because I'm doing this for over 6 years, and every game where they don't listen to the player base, it is GG, guys. To be honest, it is GG. First, free-to-play players give up, and then whales, and then the game is GG because it won't make enough of money. The license and everything else for DC, it's probably super expensive. I understand they need to make money, but they lost it. How you should do this? They can do this in so much more balanced way. Okay, a few more multi-summons, and here we're gonna end it. Only 1 Riddler for now. Come on, 1 more Robin. Okay, fine. Come on, 1 more Riddler. Come on, bro. Why are you so afraid to appear? Why are you so afraid to appear? Riddler is 100% worth getting. If you're using Arkham Most Wanted team, he's a must, okay? Just incredible unit. Boom. But if you're not using Arkham Most Wanted teams, then yeah, definitely just summon for him, get to all white stars, or just for collection, that's it. But again, overall, I am recommending you get Riddler overall, okay? Let's do a few more multi-summons. Give me just 1 more Riddler. That's it, please. Just 1 more. I believe this is now it. Yes. And nice summon animation for him.
Blueprints are like a riddle. One I can solve.
Okay, and let's do 2 more. And that's that. Before we end, briefly, I'll just make another review for him. Just briefly, because we already done it multiple times before. Okay, the Riddler, skip this part, legacy piece. This is without legacy piece, this is with legacy piece. Riddler poses a puzzle inflicting 2 stacks of Enigma on each enemy within range. Enigma randomly applies one of the following prioritizing effect the target doesn't already have or has fewer stacks of. Reduces spiritual amplification by 20% for 10 seconds. Stack up to 4 times. Reduces attack. Reduces physical and spiritual defense. Amazing debuffer. After the Riddler casts his ultimate or a skill, there is a 60% chance to inflict an additional Enigma on all enemies. 3 stacks of the ultimate, 1 stack of a skill. Affected by effect accuracy, the Riddler unveils his Grand Enigma, granting all allies a shield. So again, it will give you the survivability, but as well, he will debuff the opponents like crazy. Each Arkham Most Wanted ally present increases the strength of Riddler's shield by 20%. That's really amazing for survivability, and as well this is the global skill. Now with the Conundrum Cane, he gets more attack energy. While protected by Riddler's shield, allies restore HP to 10% of the Riddler's attack every 1 second. When the shield breaks or expires, they immediately restore HP. So more survivability, and then here it is. Increases the wearer's attack, wearer's effect accuracy by 10%. Every 5 seconds, increases all other allies' attack by 2%. So also it can stack up to 24% and last until the end of the battle. So not only he will give you survivability, he will debuff the enemies like crazy, he will also buff the damage. Incredible for the Arkham Most Wanted team. Keep that in mind. Love you guys, let's end the video. Please, developers, listen to us, please, okay? I'm going insane with this game recently, OMG.